Hello my lovelies and welcome back. Today it's all about water resistant mascara, all under $10. We have 4 options. We're gonna test them all out. So you're probably asking what's the difference between waterproof and water resistant. So waterproof, it's a mascara that's supposed to literally resist and withstand any type of water, even when you submerge, go swimming, whatever. Water resistant is supposed to water resistant mascara is supposed to resist up to a point. So it's essentially a tubing mascara. It's not supposed to flake, it's not supposed to transfer, it's not supposed to smudge, it's supposed to last all day long. But the best part, it's supposed to come off really easy in comparison to a waterproof formula. So let's begin with the first 2 mascaras for today. So the first one is by LA Girl. This is their Volumatic Mascara, Extreme Lash Lifting Formula. Instantly volumizes and lengthens your lashes. This right here retails for $4.99 at Target. And it's a tubular formula. Like I said, kind of what it does, it literally coats your single lashes and it encapsulates your lashes, and then it comes off like a tube at the end of the day. This one has different types of bristles. For example, not the different, but it's different lengths. At the very top, you have bristles, they're shorter, and then it kind of tapers off into longer bristles. Interesting. Let's try it out. I like to start very, very slow and apply the tiniest, the thinnest layers with tubing formulas, just because they are heavier and they're more wet in comparison to a traditional long-wearing mascara. Not waterproof, but just a traditional long-wearing mascara. So far, this one's really nice. The formula is not extremely heavy if you start very small or just start light. I like that there's bristles on the very, very end, so that way you can just brush through and you'll still get mascara and you can comb through your lashes really nice. And especially those inner corner pesky tiny little lashes, you can get those as well. So the brush is nice and bendy to help work through your lashes, but it's also not too bendy where you can't control it. Wow. That's really beautiful. Very minimal amount of clumping and kind of flaking towards the end, but all my lashes look pretty defined, lengthened. The curl is still there, but we'll give it a couple of minutes to see what it does. Let's move on to the left eye with the next mascara. So this is by Essence, and this is their by Panda Eyes, also $4.99. And this one is their smudge proof, volumizing and defining mascara. Again, a tubing formula, and I'm really excited about this. And this one, it has the boar bristles, and it's a little bit of a thicker wand. Interesting, and it looks like more of a dry formula. Look at this one, I have to work a little bit more. I have to roll the brush through my lashes to deposit the color and the pigment. I already like the first mascara better because it's quicker. But it's still a pretty lightweight mascara, like a formula. This one's really not acting like a tubing formula. The other one was. I have to put a little bit more elbow grease into this. I mean, it's doing a pretty good job. This one's very fluttery, very natural type of a formula. Same as this, but this one, it's a little bit more wispy looking. The lashes are not as long, but it looks like it's not weighing my lashes down also. But I'm kind of thinking this one might flake on me. All right, I'm gonna give this a good minute or so. I wanna layer this one up a little bit more to get a little bit more volume, and then we'll come back to this one again. It's starting to clump a little bit, but if you roll through, it helps separate. Nice, okay. Pretty impressed with this mascara so far. It's a little bit flaky, but for a tubing formula, actually very impressed. I don't know if I got like an old tube or something, but this formula is so dry. I'm having a really hard time working with it. It's kind of hurting my eyes, if I'm honest with you. Trying to get that volume built up. It's like kind of not doing much for my lashes, unfortunately. I like the little bristles on the edge of the lower lash line as well. And usually tubing formulas, if you get it on any part of your face that you don't want mascara, it's pretty easy to take off because it kind of just pills up and it comes off very easily. This eye looks insane. Extremely impressed so far with the LA Girl. You can see the curl is still there. It didn't weigh my lashes down whatsoever. It actually helped lift my lashes. It's a lash lifting mascara that's giving you just the right amount of volume without clumping your lashes together and making them look like spider lashes. I like this one a lot so far. Versus the Essence by Panda lashes, I will say it's a good mascara if I'm looking at just like this. I think it looks good, but it didn't really lengthen my lashes. I think it's really good for separating your lashes. Pretty impressed that my lashes don't look clumpy, but they don't look lifted. They don't look curled. They don't look volumized. It's just a very nice, very natural, everyday type of a mascara. If it's a long-lasting mascara without flaking, smudging, transfer, I think this will be really good. But I still prefer, as of right now with the first impression, their typical Lash Princess mascaras. They have phenomenal different formulas. In comparison to this, I'm not really impressed with this one so far. So let's go on with our day, see how each mascara performs, and let's see what happens at the end of the day. First update, how is the mascara looking? I see a little bit of transfer, I think on both sides, but it's a little bit more evident with the Essence mascara. Yep. Oh, wow. This one's actually flaking. Oh my, you guys see that? All underneath. It's very, very subtle flaking. It's not as intense, but there is flaking. And then on this side, there's actually a little bit more transfer on this side, underneath the eyes. There's no transfer to the top eyelid, which is nice, but the flaking is more on this side. Interesting. Wow. Okay, how are the lashes looking? I will say both are still flaking. The LA Girl is flaking more than the Essence, but the Essence has a little bit more transfer to the lower lash line. I think they look pretty similar to when I did the first update, but yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked that LA Girl has that much flaking. Maybe because there's a little bit more mascara, but I did not expect these tubing formulas to flake on me, honestly, and transfer. But tomorrow is a new day. We'll see how the other two mascaras perform. But so far, out of these two, I think I still prefer the LA Girl. I'll take a little bit of flaking over transfer. There's transfer on both sides, but this one's a little bit more noticeable. Now let's see how both of these take off at the end of the night. I'm just gonna use water for around my eyes, but I am gonna use these two cleansers tonight. The first one is Juno Skin. Jackie told me to get this. I got it and I love it. And then I'm gonna use this one. I don't love it. This is by Naturium, their niacinamide cleansing jelly. I don't love it. I think it's too expensive for how much you get, and I'm not really loving it as like a second cleanse. But let's go with water first. I'm gonna kind of work it on my eyes. We'll see what happens. The Essence, they were saying that you just use water. I'm very gently just working it in. You can see what it does. It kind of just pills and balls up like a typical mascara, but this is just water, which is so awesome. This one's a little bit harder, so I'm just gently, and you can see it kind of just, do you see that texture? Not cool. I personally when I wear a tubing mascara, I treat it as like a waterproof or just a very long wear mascara and just do a double cleanse. In my opinion, that just works the best instead of just taking water or whatever else. So I'm just gonna do my quick 2 cleanses. This I usually take on dry skin, warm it up, and then just work it in. And then also take it on the eyes. Oh yeah. You can see the Essence one is cleaning a lot faster, but again, there wasn't as much mascara on the left eye. Take my makeup eraser, nice and damp. Gently work it into the eyes. Bam. And that's just the first cleanse. Most of it is gone. Now I'm gonna do my second cleanse, and makeup is gone, makeup is off, mascara is off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Day 2 of the water resistant mascaras. We have 2 more brands. So the first one is by No. 7, and this is their Stay Perfect Long Lasting Volume Mascara. They're saying online that it's waterproof, long-wear tubular formula. It's $8.99, and it's supposed to be a 24-hour wear formula, tear-proof, rainproof, and life-proof. It won't smudge or flake, provides long-lasting volume and easy removal. The actual wand is very rigid. The bristles are super tiny. They're the silicone rubber style bristles. Let's give it a go. Yeah, this formula reminds me of a tubing mascara formula. It's a little more wet. It has that slick feeling. Glides on really easily through your lashes. Okay, I'm just gonna do the one coat right now. Let it get a little more tacky, dry down a little bit more, and let's go into the next brand. But that actually looks really good so far with just minimal amount of mascara, but it's pretty black, lengthened, separated, barely any clumping. This is the next one by Maybelline. Their Snapscara washable mascara. $6.99. We have the color 300 Pitch Black. So it's a new generation of mascara. Clump-free, volume in a snap. And it's supposed to give you buildable volume with lengthened lashes. And it's the name, Snap, it's supposed to come off in a snap with just warm water or a makeup cleanser. And it's a wax-free mascara that delivers pure color intensity. The wand, it's very, very curvy and it's big. And it's the boar bristle type of wand. Wow. Wow. It's a very similar type of formula, but I feel like this one's actually a little bit more black, and I actually really like this wand. I like them both. Like yesterday I had a clear winner from the beginning, but these ones, look at this. I don't think I've ever had my left eye look this good. Wow, yeah, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm gonna clean up really quick. I wanna see how easy it is to clean up. Oh yeah. Super easy to clean off, because it just kind of rubs off. Wow, I'm actually really impressed. I'm gonna try to get 2 coats on each side or just build it up just a tad and apply some to the lower lash line. So both mascaras set pretty fast. I was not able to achieve the volume that I wanted with the second coat on each side, just because that formula dried down pretty quick, and it just, you know, if you try to layer it, it's just gonna stick together and clump like you see right here in the inner corner. So I would not advise to wait no more than 30 seconds. On this side, I achieved a little bit more volume with no clumping. So far Maybelline is winning with the mascaras. I think the left side looks really great. They look very lengthened, long. There's a little bit more volume towards the root, but they still look pretty natural and wispy. With the No. 7, they're pretty long, they're defined, but they're a little bit more clumpy, and there's not as much volume towards the root. But both sides applied very similar, applied pretty even, and they both feel like really nice tubular formulas. I really hope they don't flake on me like they did yesterday. Let's do it. I'll keep you guys updated. We have a clear winner out of the 4 water resistant mascaras under $10. No. 7, their waterproof tubular formula. So impressed with the way it has been wearing the entire day. I will show you guys the first update that I did. I wasn't doing too much talking, I just wanted to do a quick video. You can see that on the left side with the Maybelline, there is a little bit of transfer, a little bit of smudging and flaking. I kind of cleaned that up. And then with the No. 7, very minimal amount of transfer and flaking. We just got back from swimming and I got a little bit of water on my face. Not a little bit, oh, quite a bit of water on my face. And I'm seeing on this side right here with the Maybelline, there's quite a bit of transfer and flaking happening. And I think my eyelashes also have dropped quite a bit. So yeah, clear winner number 7. I think this one right here is the next clear winner. It's looking really good. It's not flaking as much. The other mascaras from yesterday, I think the biggest disappointment was the Essence. That one just didn't really do much for me. I was hoping for something a little bit more, especially because the Essence mascaras, they're typical Lash Princess. They're just such beautiful, easy formulas to work with, and they look really nice throughout the day. The other one, the LA Girl, that one was beautiful from the get-go, but it was so flaky. They're both $4.99, so between those two, definitely LA Girl, and then between these two, number 7. This one I believe is $8.99 versus $6.99. I definitely take the $8.99, number 7. It's really good. It is really good. Now the real test, let's see how they wash off with just water and then with the cleansers. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little bit of water, work it on my hands, and just start gently working it on the lashes. Like I said, I am always a 2-step cleansing type of a gal. Even if I'm just wearing like my skincare and my SPF, I just want it off. And you can see, that looks scary, but that's literally just flaking off, which is nice because it's very easy removal. This one is actually acting a little bit more, like they said, a waterproof tubular formula, but you kind of just have to work it more. And it looks like your lashes are falling off, but it's actually the mascara. And you can actually, look at that. There you go. That's a really good representation. That looks so scary, but that's just mascara. And that's why this one wore the best. Look at that. Beautiful. That's so satisfying. But I wanted to show you guys, just so if you are wearing this kind of mascara for the first time, and then you go to take it off at the end of the night, it's not your lashes. Hopefully it's not your lashes. I'm gonna end it here with these awesome eyes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for spending time with me and these mascaras.